Hello, welcome to Stories in Time. My name is Ellouise Schoettler, and I'm here to tell you a story. A story that for me is laced with memories. Maybe they'll touch on some of your memories. When I was maybe 5 years old. Let me start again. Okay, that's the wrong sentence. Okay. Welcome to Stories in Time. My name is Ellouise Schoettler. I'm a storyteller. The story I'm getting ready to tell you, called Beauty Shop, has a lot of memories for me that every time I go to a beauty shop, I remember my grandmother. I first went to beauty shop with her. She went every week to a beauty shop to get her hair washed and curled and fixed. The woman had a shop in her house not too far from where Granny lived. And I would go and sit on the floor nearby when she was under the dryer looking at the magazines. The only thing about that was that at the end, she walked out of there with blue hair. She had white hair like I do, curled then, and she had to have it bleached and blued so that it would be very white. Looked really, really strange. Now, to curl my hair later, when I was 12 or 13 years old, my mother used to use a Tony Home Permanent. Did you use a Tony Home Permanent? Maybe there are people who've never done that anymore. It smelled terrible, but you were curly after it was on there for a while. And you had to be very careful as to how long it was on because it would over curl and you'd look kind of like a chia pet. You know, that one of the things you see in the grocery store or the pharmacy where it's a bald head and you sprinkle the seeds on and it becomes hairy. Well, that's how you could look. And I asked my mother, I remember it when I was 13, I wanted a real professional perm, not one of these Tony Home Permanents, please, Mama. So she gave me the money, made the appointment, and I was going to Jack Garrison's beauty shop, 6 blocks away from my house. I was so excited. But I knew exactly what I wanted. I had cut the picture out of a Life magazine. It was a picture of the Italian actress Sophia Loren, and she was wearing her new poodle cut. It was beautiful. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to look like Sophia Loren with her poodle cut. That day I walked out of the house 6 blocks away. It seemed long. And I was so excited. I was running practically the whole way. And when I got to Jack Garrison's beauty shop, you had to go up about 12 steps. He was on the 2nd floor of this building. And the woman was waiting for me, Ellouise. And I showed her the picture. This is what I would like to look like. Can you make my hair look like this woman? She didn't say anything at first. And then she looked at me and she said, well, I can try. I can try. So she put the permanent stuff on my hair, which also smelled bad. She rolled it up on little teeny tight curlers. And I sat with that on my head for quite a long time, it seemed to me. And then she rinsed it out. And then she rolled it back and put the neutralizer on so that there'd be nothing on there to make it continue to curl. It would stop with the curling. And she washed my hair, took those curlers out, washed my hair, and then pinned it back up to go under the dryer. And I had to wait all of that time. It seemed like it was taking such a long time. And finally, she took that out, those curlers out, the hair was dry. It seemed to me that as I watched her do that when she took the curlers out, they popped right back in the shape that they were when they were twisted up on the curlers. I felt a little worry, but not too much worry. So she combed it out and she brushed it and she began to style it. And as I watched her style that hair and try to do something with those very tight curls, my heart was breaking inside me. I felt tears in my eyes as I watched her do this. Because by the time she finished, I knew what was going on. I didn't look like the picture of Sophia Loren, not at all. I looked like my grandmother. The only thing different was that my hair wasn't white, it wasn't blue, but I looked like her. I had her tight, curled hairdo. I gave her the money my mother had sent with me, and I ran home. I didn't want anybody to see me looking like this. And got home, and I ran upstairs to the bedroom. Over in the corner was a dressing table. It was one of those that had a mirror and a mirror on either side. So when I sat down, I could see all around except in the back. It was horrible. I couldn't believe it. I picked up a brush, brushed it this way, brushed it this way, brushed it back, brushed it back. I felt like beating it, but it was awful. 13 years old, and I was ruined. And then I had an idea. It can't get any worse, I thought. So I opened the drawer and took out the scissors. And I pulled those curls out and began to snip them off. And all the time I was saying to myself, it can't get any worse. Don't worry. It can't get any worse than it already is. Just get those curls off. And I did, even in the back. And there I sat, a 13-year-old girl, heartbroken, ruined, with stubby hair. There's nothing you can do with stubby hair, really, except wait for it to grow back out. And that's what I did. I waited for it to grow back out. Even if you washed it and it was wet, it was still stubby hair. It would stick up. So I lived with that for quite a long while. And I still like to go to the beauty parlor. Don't misunderstand me. I like it a lot. I like to lay back and feel that water run over my head. But that experience changed me in a major way. Now, when I go to have my hair fixed at the beauty parlor, I'm not so specific about what I want and what I want it to look like. The lesson I learned that day at Jack Garrison's beauty shop was better is often as good as it gets. Don't be so specific that they can't do it. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Come back another day for another story.